¿Se pueden poner los audífonos?
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Masters Copenhagen post-match press conference. Today we're joined by Leviatán. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature if you would like to ask a question. Would anyone like to ask the first question? Let's go with Armando Montes first.
Hola, buenos días chicos. Antes que todo, pues, big NT para todos ustedes, una serie muy cerrada. Mi pregunta es para Tony, ¿con qué impresiones te quedas después de este partido? Teniendo en cuenta que DRX, y aparte que son el segundo equipo que le sacan mapa DRX y es el equipo invicto, por así decirlo, en ese stage.
Bueno, la sensación es un poco agridulce, cosa positiva, cosa negativa. Creo que arrancamos jugando la serie al nivel que estuvimos demostrando en Scrim. El equipo Nacen jugó bárbaro. No pudimos cerrar bien. Después Bri sabíamos que era el pick de ellos, sabía que iba a ser un mapa difícil. Se nos complicó y bueno, el Haven lamentablemente no salió las cosas como estamos acostumbrados a hacerlas. Pero los chicos me voy conforme, me voy orgulloso de los chicos que a pesar del partido adverso que se dio, dieron todo hasta el final y estuvimos una ronda de darlo vuelta. Así que, no, teniendo en cuenta que es el primer partido de los chicos en este tipo de competiciones, creo que es positivo el balance. Estamos fuertes para mañana y queremos salir a romper todo.
Gracias por la respuesta y suerte para mañana.
Gracias.
The question was, what was the first impressions after this match for Petoni? And he says that it's a bittersweet moment for them. Some things were positive, some things were negative. They started off the first game playing really well, like they were doing on scrims, but then it just got a little bit harder. Breeze obviously was a really difficult map for us, and it was a really good map for the DRX. And when we got to Haven, it didn't really go as we are used to or as we planned before, but I really feel comfortable with what happened at the end, because even against the adversity, all players went through it all and played their best till the end, and we were just one round away of possibly winning. And I do believe that it's something really good that this happened. This is the first event for all of my guys. So it's the first international event, so I'm really positive for tomorrow. We're really strong, and we'll win everything tomorrow.
We'll take the next question from Sons of KS.
Hola, muy buenos chicos, soy Luca Mínez de Sons of KS. Mi pregunta va para quien quiera contestar. El día de mañana posiblemente se enfrenten contra Optic o Exit. ¿Les gustaría enfrentarse contra quién? Y si fuese pues una revancha de la TAM contra Optic o cómo.
Yo, ya, digo, en verdad siempre vamos con la misma mentalidad que nos da lo mismo a quién enfrentarnos. Optic Exet va a ser un match que obviamente vamos a revisar. Y quien sea el perdedor, tienen un playstyle parecido y siento que no son un equipo tan difícil en comparación a DRX sin desmerecer obviamente a ningún equipo. Y nada, venimos preparados, entrenamos harto contra NEA en su momento, ahora también entrenamos contra Optic, tuvimos buen resultado. Y nada, como digo, a quien le toque perder va a tener la misma presión que nosotros y nada, vamos a salir con todo a ganar el partido y seguir avanzando por el lower.
Muchas gracias por la respuesta.
The question was, who would they like to face tomorrow, either Optic or Exit? And King's answer was that in reality they go into a match with the same mentality. It doesn't really matter who they're facing against. They'll really watch obviously the match from Optic and Exit. But at the end of the day, the loser of that match, they both have a really similar play style, and I believe that they're not as difficult as DRX without taking anything from any other of the teams. We have trained a lot against NA in the moment, and we had also good results here in Copenhagen against Optic on scrims. So I do believe that whoever loses is going to have the same pressure as us tomorrow. So we'll just get out there and win and keep on advancing through the lower stage.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Roldy from Agentes en Línea.
¿Qué tal, chicos? Buenas noches. Pues primero quiero felicitarlos por este gran partido que nos han obsequiado en su debut en una LAN internacional. Pues han demostrado que puede luchar de igual a igual contra uno de los mejores equipos del mundo. Y mi pregunta es para Shai, sobre una ronda específica, una de las últimas rondas del Haven, en la cual DRX toma toda la parte de medio, ¿no? Y consiguen ahí detectar, incluso tú ulteas, ¿no? Con la Fate, para poder ya terminar la ronda. Nada. Mi pregunta es, en ese tipo de situaciones tan caóticas, no tan características de Valorant, ¿cómo es que fluye la comunicación en el equipo? ¿Quién es el que da la cal de ir y finalizar en A? ¿O quién es en todo caso el que finaliza la ronda, ¿no?
Exactamente en esa ronda, pues, el timing que había pasado por medio, me olía que podía haber pushado algo, que no había presión en mapa, entonces precavido hice una D y vi que estaban pushados y fue como que mi reacción fue ultear, como que echarlos para atrás, y ahí entre todos la comunicación fue como que ya cabrón, acelerámela, y acelerámela fue como algo que fluyó entre todos y fue súper como proactivo lo que pasó, pero eso.
Question was regarding a specific round in the last map of Hayden, where he detected some enemies in the middle, pushed around. It was pushed around this side, and he ulted with Fade to end the round. And the question was, who or how does the communication flow in the team? How's the communication flow in the team? And Shai's answer was that exactly in that round, it was more of a timing where he got a little bit of an advantage pushing in mid. And he thought to himself that probably they could have won a little bit of terrain. So that's why he did an AD and he detected all of them. It was more of a reaction just to all them out, for them to just go back to side, to go back to B. And in that round, it was basically a decision from all of them to just up the pace in the round and just be as proactive as they were and finish in A.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from FD News. Please unmute your mic if you're here. Go ahead.
Ahí está. Segundo Domínguez. Bueno, mi pregunta es para Shai. ¿Consideran el ascenso meteórico que medio, casi 2 meses? ¿Cómo te sentiste con la presión de un stage internacional?
Para mí fue peor la sensación de estar en Argentina, del stage, porque había público, y siento que este stage fue como que jugar una bootcamp. Era como una bootcamp, solamente tener los rivales presentes, era como que era menos presión de la que se sentía en Argentina, que fue como más intenso. No sentí presión ni mucho menos, solamente tenía... Independiente del resultado de hoy, siempre voy a seguir con la misma mentalidad y siempre voy a apuntar a lo mismo. Independiente de la escena que esté, de la presión que tenga, sé cómo llevarla y sé que puedo optar a buenos resultados.
The question was, how did he feel against the pressure of being in an international stage, an international event? Shai's answer was, to me, it was a way worse experience to be in Argentina, because there was live public. So this stage felt more of a boot camp, if you could say. It was just the rivals that were present in the stage, and it really felt like a lot of less pressure. Argentina was way more intense. So I just had I was eager to play. I was eager to demonstrate what we have been working on, what we have been training, and I just wanted to go out, play, and win. And regardless of today's result, I just want to give the best results I can, to give my best in personal level, and that's what we are gonna do.
We'll take the next question from Declan from Deserto.
Hi, my question is for Takoya. I was just wondering, how does Chamber feel to play on land? And after playing him on land, do you think he should be nerfed at all?
Yeah, and actually playing Chamberlain, it's amazing. So you can TP one of ping. It's like really fast, and I don't know, like feel really smooth with the Chamberlain, and yeah, it maybe deserves nerf because it's too broken on competitive stuffs. But if they don't nerf it, yeah, if it's better to me, so no problem with that.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Sentinella.
¿Qué tal, chicos? Los saluda Pedro de Centinela. La pregunta sería para Tacolilla. ¿Podrías explicarnos un poquito más cómo fue la magia de estar tan atrás en el mapa de Heaven, en el último mapa, y haber avanzado, haber forzado el marcador hasta ese 11-12? ¿No?
Hablando del resultado, ¿cierto?
Sí. Más que nada, ¿cómo manejaron todo el asunto del estado anímico para llevarlo desde la desventaja que traían antes del cambio de lados hasta el marcador final?
No hicimos nada en especial. Haciendo trabajo, olvidar el marcador y intentar hacerlo en el mismo entrenamiento. El entrenamiento tiene 24 rondas que tienen que ser jugadas sí o sí. Entonces, sacar 6 rondas seguidas no es algo complicado, ya que somos muy capaces de sacar 6 y más seguidas. Cuando las cosas son bien hechas, los conceptos se siguen, los fundamentos también. Y nada, dijimos básicamente que sigamos haciendo lo nuestro, olvidemos los números, no hay presión, y el juego siguió fluyendo por nuestro lado. Desafortunadamente la última ronda ocurrieron ahí un par de mistakes, pero nada que no pueda ser solucionable de aquí a mañana.
Perfecto, muchísimas gracias y el mejor de los éxitos para mañana.
Gracias.
The question was, how did they manage their anemic state and their mental state from coming up from the disadvantage in the change of sides till the last match result? And Takuya's answer was, we didn't really do anything specific. We just focused on our game, on our work, and we just forget about the scoreboard. It was basically doing what we do in trainings, because when you're training on scrims, you have 24 rounds that you have to play either way, either if you're losing, winning, or it's a 24-0. So winning 6 rounds in a row isn't that complicated, especially when you're doing things right. And I believe that we just said, let's keep on doing our best, let's keep on doing our work. And the game just flowed our way. Unfortunately, on the last round, there were a couple of mistakes that ended up giving us the loss, but it's nothing that we can't work out to better it for tomorrow. That's
We'll take the next question from Ominous from Run It Back.
Hey, I'd prefer if the IGL or the coach answer this question. So DRX are a team that is known for their utility usage and team play, and I believe this is drastically very different play style to the teams that you face in your region. Did you feel this like they play very different, or what are your comments on their utility usage and their team play as a whole, their play style?
I mean, DRX is the best team for me as a team in general. Obviously, they are really good as individual players, but as you said, they are very complete when they play together. So we already trained against them, and we didn't feel nothing special. I mean, obviously they're really organized, but we have like the same style. They do a default. They play really aggressive in the first 30 seconds of the round, and then they do whatever they want, and it's the same thing. And like almost every team does the same thing, but obviously DRX does it better, as you can say, but it was nothing special, and that's it.
We'll take the next question from Miguel Mendez.
Saludos, mi nombre es Miguel Méndez, vengo de Código eSport. Mi pregunta es para Betoni. Me gustaría conocer si hubo alguna preparación en especial en cuanto a la mentalidad de los jugadores, teniendo en cuenta que era su primera experiencia internacional, y cómo fue el proceso de preparación para el torneo.
No hubo nada diferente a lo que venimos haciendo, cómo nos preparamos para Argentina. Los chicos, a pesar de que es su primer torneo internacional, son un grupo que ya vienen jugando juntos hace mucho tiempo y tienen experiencia. Jugaron varios torneos en México y esa experiencia también suma. Y acá yo pude darles algunos consejos que yo por ahí ya que aprendí por ahí con Cru en los torneos anteriores, que ellos tomaron de la mejor manera, porque se notó que la verdad que no les pesó para nada. Creo que se notó en el primer mapa que salieron en su primer mapa en ese torneo y arrancaron ganando 11-1 en el primer lado, así que creo que los chicos están más que preparados, están fuertes de la cabeza. Hoy demostraron que no les pesó, incluso como dije antes, cuando estaban el resultado en contra, un partido muy difícil, sacaron todo de adentro, se soltaron y casi dan vuelta el partido. Así que no, yo creo que los chicos demostraron, por eso dije me voy orgulloso, porque creo que los chicos demostraron que están preparados para esta clase de torneos y espero que mañana puedan hacer las cosas como hoy, un poquito mejor, que faltó un poquitín para ganar, y que estoy seguro que si seguimos así vamos a hacer un buen torneo.
Muchas gracias, suerte mañana.
Gracias.
The question was whether they had a specific mental preparation in order to get for this event, because it was the first international event for Leviatán, and their preparation in general for the tournament. Betoni answer was no, it wasn't anything different from what we have been doing as we prepared for Argentina and any other event. Also, even if this is the first international event for these guys, they have been playing a lot of time together. They had a lot of tournaments back in Mexico, and obviously all of those kind of experiences add up together to get to this state. And just getting here, I told them a lot of advices that I learned from my previous tournaments with Crew, and they took it in the best way, because as you can see, they didn't really care about being in an international event. They went out to the first map and they went with the first foot 11-1 in the first half. So they're really prepared, they're really strong. And obviously, as you saw, it was their ability to get back or to almost turn around a really difficult match where they had the scoreboard against them. I am really proud of them for being prepared. They're really prepared for tomorrow, and if we play as we did today and just a tiny bit better, we're gonna have a great tournament.
And we'll take the final question from Declan from Deserto.
Hi again. This is for everybody or anybody. So DRX was yelling taunts at you guys for most of the game. I think the cast said that they even said some Spanish. So I was just wondering if you guys heard any of that, and how do you feel about being trash talked on the international stage?
Yeah, I'm going to answer. I mean, as Shai said, we already played in Argentina with public. When we were playing against Crew, a lot of people were against us. I can't blame them. Crew is the favorite team in Latam. And in every stage, when you play against a team, they are going to trash talk. They're going to yell at you. but that's why you have in-ears and the headphones, and you can't hear almost everything. We could only hear a little bit of screaming from them, but you can't understand anything. You only hear like whoa whoa whoa, but when I saw some clips on Twitter, I, I laughed because I didn't know what were they saying, and then I saw it. But yeah, on stage you can't hear almost anything.
I just want to add that they are really cool guys. After the game, they show us that they were really amazed of our game, and they were really cool guys. So there's nothing to say to them.
Yeah, it's part of the game, so it's cool.
All right, and we have one more question from Dad Gomez.
Yep. Hi, digo, hi, ya estoy hablando en inglés. Dai Gómez de Gamers Unite, ¿me escuchan bien?
Sí.
Pregunta para Betoni. ¿Has mantenido comunicación con Honor en estos días o, por ejemplo, para el partido de mañana? Y si en ese sentido, no sé si haya faltado como un poco, tal vez ahí, Honor, aunque sabemos, Betoni, que pues tú también eres demasiado efusivo, ¿no?
Sí, no, obviamente con el Pela estamos hablando todo el tiempo. Hoy están todos los scrims, está hablando con nosotros hora tras hora, está las 24 horas conectado con nosotros, así que lo único que se perdió fue haber estado ahí en stage con ellos. ¿Quién dice? Quizá podría haber aportado un poquito más, lo podría haber hecho un poquito mejor que yo, no sé. Pero él está todo el tiempo con nosotros y bueno, está siempre con nosotros y apoyándonos y alentándonos y apoyando a los chicos y haciendo su trabajo de allá esta vez.
Ok, perfecto. Muchas gracias, Tony. Y éxito para mañana, chicos.
Gracias.
The question was whether they have stayed in touch with owner during these past couple of days, and if in that sense maybe they felt that owner was missing today. But Tony's answer was that obviously they have been talking a lot with owner. He's been in every scrim. He's 24/7 with the guys. The only thing that they missed is obviously having him on stage. That maybe he could have done it better than himself. But he's with the team all the time, and he's really supporting them. Supporting them and doing his work from afar.
Thank you. This will conclude the press conference with Leviatán. We'll be right back with DRX.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, we are joined by DRX, who is coming off of their victory against Leviatán. We will be taking questions from the media remotely. If you would like to ask a question, please use the Zoom hand raise feature and we will call on you. The floor is open for questions. Would anyone like to go first? Let's go with Ian St. Lawrence from Valoranting.
Hi, Mako, you were voted to be the MVP of the match, but I'm curious, who would you say was the MVP of the match and you cannot pick yourself?
네, 마코 선수에게 질문 드리겠습니다. 이번에 MVP로 선정이 되셨는데 본인이 아니라면은 다른 어떤 선수에게 MVP를 주고 싶으신가요?
저는 개인적으로 스택스 선수한테 MVP를 주고 싶네요.
Vamos.
I would like to vote Stacks as an MVP.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Sens of KS. We can't hear
Hello?
you.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, whoever who wants to answer. After half a match with Latam team and Leviatán team, how do you feel the level we have here on Latam?
네, 이번 질문은 답변하고 싶으신 분께서 하시면 됩니다. 이번에 라탐 팀인 1등인 레비아탄과 경기를 하게 되었는데요. 이 라탐 지역에 대해서 어떤 인상을 받으셨는지 궁금합니다.
시작해요. 저희는 경기 준비 전에는 저희가 쉽게 이길 수 있을 거라고 생각했는데 오늘 해보니까 이제 생각보다 그 지역을 무시하면 안 될 것 같다는 생각이 들었어요. 오늘 레비아탄도 너무 잘했고 그렇도 이번에 또 나쁘지 않은 성적을 보여줘서
떨어졌잖아.
잘했잖아. 절대 무시할 만한 지역이 아니라는 생각을 했습니다.
So before coming into the match, we didn't expect Leviathan to be this good. They were very strong, and we had this impression of Latam that it's not a region that should be underestimated because crew did really well as well. It's a very strong region to view.
Roldy from Agente Sendanea.
Hello guys, congratulations for this win. Well, DRX is always one of the favorite teams to win it all, but yet so far it seems that something happens and you guys can reach your full potential. Do you think that has changed for this master, and if so, how? This question is especially for RB. Thank you.
네, RB 선수에게 질문 드리겠습니다. 우선 승리 축하드립니다. DRX는 사실 모든 분들에게 사랑을 받고 있고 또 굉장히 좋은 성적을 기대를 받고 있는데요. 이때까지는 아직은 좀 기대보다는 좀 아쉬운 성적이 있었던 것 같습니다. 이번 대회에서는 그때 비해서 좀 어떤 다른 점이 있을지 그리고 어떻게 좀 준비했는지 궁금합니다.
이번 때에서는 저번에 좀 아쉬운 게 좀 많이 있어서 이번 대회를 위해서 좀 빡시게 많이 준비 많이 해왔고요. 팬들이 많이 아쉬움에 많이 비했지만 이번 대회에서는 좀 기대하셔도 좋다고 봅니다.
So I think there were some disappointments on our previous global stages, and I know that the fans supported us were somewhat disappointed because of the mistakes and us not meeting the expectations. So I grinded and I trained really hard, and we will be very different this time, and we are gonna do better this time.
We'll take the next question from Alec Van Bokum from VLR.
Hi guys, my question is for Coach Termi. A few days ago, after your win against FPX, you told us that you thought your current roster had the correct pieces to really make a deep run in the bracket this time around. Does this result change your expectations or your level of confidence for this at all?
네, 이번에는 터미 감독님께 질문 드리겠습니다. FPX 경기를 하고 나서 이틀 뒤에 이번 로스터는 굉장히 강력하고 좀 좋은 성적을 낼 수 있다라는 말씀을 주셨는데요. 오늘 경기를 치르시고 나서 어떤 뭐 변화가 있었는지 혹은 더 자신감이 생기셨는지 궁금합니다.
뭐 큰 변화는 없고요. 상대 레비아탄이 이미 스크림에서 잘한다고 느꼈기 때문에 좀 힘든 경기가 될 것도 예상을 했었고 저희는 뭐 지금 라인업으로도 충분히 우승을 노려볼 수 있다고 생각하기 때문에 큰 변화는 없습니다.
So I would say there isn't that much of a change to my mindset. I've known that Leviathan will be a strong team because we played Leviathan during our scrims, and I thought it was a strong team. So I knew that this match was going to be a difficult one. So winning them didn't really change our mindset. But I do feel and I am confident that this roster is a very competent one to go through to the further brackets.
We'll take the next question from Ominous from Run It Back.
Hey, my question is for Stacks. Your next opponent would be either XSET or Optic. So would you want to face XSET against BCJ for the battle of the best fried chicken in Korea?
스택스 선수에게 질문 드리겠습니다. 질문을 좀 이해하신 것 같은데요. 다음 경기에서 이제 엑셋을 마주하게 될 가능성이 있는데요. BCJ에게 지난번에 이제 치킨 도발도 이제 같이 진행이 됐다 보니까 다시 마주하게 된다면은 어떤 뭐 한마디를 하고 싶은지 기분이 어떤지 궁금합니다.
일단은 저희는 아무 죄 없는 이노센트 피플인데 저희에 대해서 왜 공격한지 이유지도 모르겠고 그에 합당한 대가를 치르게 될 거라고 저는 장담하겠습니다.
So I mean, we're just innocent beings here, and I'm not really sure why he triggered us. So, and he will get what he deserves by triggering us.
We'll take the next question from Ian from Valoranting.
Hi, this is for Zest. I'm curious, how did you and the team feel after map 1? How did you feel about after map 2? And then what was your attitude going into map 3? Essentially, how did you guys deal with kind of the ups and downs of this match?
이번에 제스트 선수에게 질문 드리겠습니다. 맵 1이 끝나고 났었을 때의 기분 상태, 그리고 맵 2가 끝났을 때의 기분, 그리고 맵 3로 들어가는 마음가짐이 어떤지 궁금합니다. 뭐 요약하자면은 이번에 좀 업앤다운이 많았던 매치였는데 마음을 어떻게 컨트롤했는지, 매치 전에 어떤 기분이 들었는지 궁금합니다.
첫 세트 지고 나서는 굉장히 아쉽긴 했지만 뭐 멘탈이 흔들린다거나 다운됐던 적은 한 번도 없었고요. 두 번째 세트 승리 후에는 웬만하면 저희가 3맵을 이길 수 있다고 생각했어서 저희가 거의 다 잡은 경기라 생각했고 3맵 시작 전에는 저희가 하던 대로만 하면 이길 수 있을 것 같아서 이제 긴장하지 않고 하던 대로만 하겠다라고 생각하고 임했습니다.
So after map 1, we weren't entirely happy, but we weren't, frustrated or upset. We just prepared for the second map, and after winning during map 2, we were pretty confident that we were going to win map 3. So we were very, didn't have any pressure going into map 2, and before map 3. We knew that was our strong map and stick with what we did and what we were doing great. I was certain that we're going to win, so there wasn't too much pressure.
Thank you. Are there any other questions for DRX? Thank you, DRX. This will conclude the press conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
빨리 끝났다.